Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Okay? When a woman brings life into this world, the onus is on her. The majority of responsibility is on her. It is her body that is going through the experiences, the changes of bringing another human life into this world. Okay? The father is a part of the creation, but aside from that, there is not enough conversation. There is not enough fire held when it comes to like dads being responsible for what they created. You know, there's so much responsibility that falls on the mom, that falls on the mother to make the sacrifice, to be there, to make magic happen. But the dad, it's always so casual about the dad to come and go. You know, and it's just simply not right. It's simply not fair, okay? Cheers and salute to the active dads in the world, to the fathers that have taken pride on raising their kids, on being there when they need them, on providing. You know, like men are here to provide. So if you give no provisions, why are you here? You know? So with mothers out here, like just, or women that are trying to decide if they want to become a mother or not, deciding what they should do, like that baby is definitely going to be your responsibility. He is not guaranteed to be there. Even if the man loves you, he is not guaranteed to be here. He could die the next day. Okay, his family that loves you, that swear they will be there, they can cut you off the next day. Okay, they say they'll be there, they'll help provide, they'll be there to support you. They can cut you off the next day. He can get locked up, sent to prison for life, won't be able to provide anything for you. Okay, um, he can just decide he doesn't want you anymore and choose another family. We've seen that a lot of times where women lose their partner who's claim they didn't want a child, but then they leave and go find another woman with children, or they go and leave to be with another woman and gives her a baby, you know? And there's a lot of men that regurgitate the talking points of, oh, you need to have a baby. Like, a lot of these men don't want kids. And y'all need to, like, for the women that allow these men to charm them, you know, you need to realize and remember a lot of these men don't want kids either. They just regurgitate the same talking points about women are expected to be barefoot, home barefoot and pregnant, you know, that women are machines. Like, there are a lot of men that really believe that women are here just to create babies. Like, you have that guy with Andrew Tate. He's a misogynist thought leader, very destructive to the male species, frankly. Like, he promotes, he preaches the fact that if you like women other than the fact that to create babies, you're gay. He's literally conditioning men to, or guys, because that's not a man. He's conditioning dudes to believe that if you like women other than to create a baby with them, that's gay. That if you want to spend time with women, that's gay. You should want to spend time with your boys. Women are only here to create babies, to create life. There are men that truly believe that. There are men that have been taught that by their fathers, their grandfathers, and they're going to teach their sons. You know, like, there are a lot of men that truly don't like women or respect women or womanhood. You know, they're all for don't kill the baby, but then when the baby's here, they dip out, they're gone. And then it's left to the woman to figure it out, to survive, when the woman is not here to be in survival mode. We're here to create life and make life better, while the masculine energy, the male species, is to provide, you know, and to be in that provider energy, that provider role. So there's just not enough, that there needs to be more women that are insistent on not beginning relationships with men that have young children. Like, the guy that I like, he's going to be a stand-up guy. And if he's a stand-up guy, you're going to be active in your child's life. You're going to be there. You're not going to have any time for me, because your time is going to be dedicated to your kid. And me as a woman wanting to be in a relationship, if you don't have time for me, then why am I here? You know, I feel like there at least needs to be like an age threshold where, like, women need to take a stand. If he has an infant, he literally has no time for you. because he should be taking care of his child. So what? He's hot. So what? You want love. He has a child he's not taking care of. You're turned on by that? You're turned on by that. Like even this Brian McKnight situation, how he's disowning his children and creating new kids with this new wife. And it's like, woman, don't you see the way he's talking about his natural born children? And now he wants to come over here and create life with you. If he did it to her, you don't think he'll do it to you too? So, like, women need to see the disrespect in that. More women need to call out men that are out here trying to create relationships when they know they have a child they need to take care of, when they know they have a toddler, when they know they have a teenager that needs them, that needs to be active in their life, but they're not doing jack. These women need to start, asserting themselves as, no, that's not cute. Why are you over here trying to get a relationship with me? You need to be taking care of your child. I don't care if the baby mama wants you or not. That's besides the point. You need to be, your time needs to be over there. And if your time is over there, you have no time for me. Because I'm not finna keep hearing I can't because of the baby. Oh, I can't because of my son, my daughter, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to keep putting me on the back burner. Find somebody with kids then. I feel like people with kids need to date people with kids. Okay, give them the same excuses because you get it. You understand. You going to a T-ball game too. You know what I'm saying? I love my child-free life. I love having the freedom and energy to do what I want. So I don't want somebody coming into my world making me feel like I have to consider every little thing I do because they have a kid, So I feel like there needs to be more shame placed on men that don't fulfill their role as fathers, okay? There's a lot of guys out here that are just fathers for the gram. Okay, there are a lot of dudes out here that are just fronting like they're a good father when they're not, and there's a lot of women that know that there are men out here not being a good father, being an absent father, and they entertain these men. They give it up to them. They stress about these men. Some of these women pay these men, pay for these men, buying gifts for these men's kids that's not theirs. And it's like, girl, how does that make sense when you're buying the kids gifts that the father should be buying? That makes no sense. So if he creates life with you, you will be buying all of the gifts because he's just showed you he does not value that. He does not respect that. He sees that as a task to be passed on to someone else. So women, ladies, femmes, please raise your standards when it comes to these men out here, okay? Because women give men status, all right? They say it all the time. First you get the money, then you get the girls. The girls is us. We the girls, okay? We the girls. Women give men status. Feminine energy gives men status, okay? When men feel like they're on top of the world, when they feel like they're that dude, they want to have a woman or women in their entourage. And that's a signal to the other man of like, yeah, I'm the man. You see it. You see it. You wish you could be me. Ladies want them and the men want to be them, right? So women, we have to remember our power that we give men status. We give men appeal, right? Because when a hot woman sees this man with a hot woman, we're looking at that man like, well, damn, if he could pull her, he must be somebody worth knowing. Let me go see what that's about. Let me go give her some competition, So we need to remember our power that women give men status. And if men are out here being absent fathers, they simply do not deserve our time and attention. Okay? Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Men are not required to be in their life. They should be. They should want to be. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of men out here promoting hate speech about, oh, you're going to grow up old and alone if you don't have a baby. Oh, your ovaries are drying up. Oh, your biological clock's ticking. They're spewing all this hate speech to women and planting these seeds that we should have babies. We should have babies because that's what they condition us to believe, that women are here to have babies. So they're promoting these speeches and not living up to it. Case in point, the Fresh and Fit podcast. They promote this hate speech about don't get abortions. Women are here to create life and blah, blah, blah. But then as soon as one of them have these allegations of getting a woman pregnant, he's on a phone call talking about get rid of the baby. Oh, so you don't even believe what you preach, right? So a lot of these men out here don't want kids either, but they're not going to say that. Okay, they're out here making you feel like, oh, I want to put a baby up in you. Oh, I don't want to pull out. Oh, my pull out game weak. Blah, blah, blah. All this cute talk that's funny, haha, in the moment. But then when the baby comes, they're nowhere to be found. So stop falling for the trap. Start calling these guys out, these absent fathers. Start shaming these men that don't do shit for their kids. Okay, no matter how old they are, they need to be active. Okay, you brought the child in this world. You need to make the effort. You need to do the work. You brought us here. Okay, because as a child, when we grow up in our world, we're grown up with our own life, our own experiences, our own ideas, our own traumas, our own hurts, our own truths. So just because you brought me into this world doesn't mean you can take me out, because you're not taking an active part in my world. You're not even active in my world, okay? So if you're going through any type of childhood trauma, any inner child healing or wounds that you're exploring that, turned you off from parenthood, turned you off from becoming a mom, turned you off from becoming a dad, I want to encourage you to work through those, because you actually may want children, and you probably will make a great parent, a great adult, a great parent, a great mother, a great father. But it just requires you to undo all that hateful ass conditioning that your parents spewed onto you, or the absence of, the absence of love, the absence of attention, the absence of monetary value. Okay, fuck a phone call, give me some money. Fuck a phone call, give me some money. Okay, provide something, leave me with something. Provide something. So women, we need to have more of these conversations where we just letting the men know, letting the masculines know, our friends, the people in our family, our work buddies, when we're having small talk, keep the conversation going, that men need to have more, I can't figure the word out, not responsibility, but they need to be shamed more into to sticking it out and to being active fathers. Shout out to the active fathers that are in the world, but it needs to be more, y'all. There's way more whack ass absent fathers in the world. Why? Because the mother decided to keep the life, to create the life on the promise he would be there, on the promise that he would provide, on the promise that the family would be there, on the promise that the government would come through, on the promise that the job would be there, on the promise that the church would be there, on the promise that the other mommies would be there, on the promise, on the promise of going to heaven, because if you kill a child, you're going to hell. If you have an abortion, you're going to hell, right? So on the promise of a better life after we leave this life. And then the child comes, and then the dad is gone. Mama's bad baby, daddy's maybe. Okay? Check these men. And I'm going to go because my alarm going off. But the dings go off, right? All right. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Check these men in the world. Let's start holding these men accountable for raising these kids, okay? Because these mothers out here are struggling, and they need masculine support. Please give this video a like if you're still watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed this content, let me know. What are your thoughts? Do you agree, disagree? Keep it respectful, but I am interested to hear how you feel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Oh, and happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers celebrating. Shout out to all of the fathers that are offering support to the mother of their kids. Shout out to the fathers that are showing support to their own mothers. And shout out to the fathers that are being a good example to the next generation on what a father is supposed to look like and how they're supposed to serve. We appreciate you. All right, you guys, I'm finna go. I'll see you next time. Bye.